Hey guys, it's Josh from Ohio Off-Road. In this video, Ashley's going to give a brief little update about the TJ. And we're going to get the frame ready for an engine replacement. So stay tuned, watch the video. At the very end, we're also going to do a giveaway. So stay tuned, watch the whole video so you can get some free stuff. Thanks guys.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm coming at you today from our garage. So my last video that starred me was introducing you to the new member of the Ohio Off-Road team, my Jeep. Her name is Rosie, my little red TJ. So I wanted to update you on the progress of what's going on, what happened. Sometime between June and July, I was using Rosie as my daily driver. I was driving home from work. I turned a corner. I heard a pop, and Rosie died. I'm thinking, what in the world is going on? So initially, I thought I blew my power steering because there was fluid dripping out of the engine bay and everything. I am dead in the middle of the road. Luckily, a police officer pulled over, blocked traffic because I was on a busier road. He called a tow truck for me and I got flat towed home. Or not flat towed, towed home. Upon further inspection, I really done broke her. So, what I did was I threw a rod through the block. I guess if you want to break something right, you break it big, right? So, Rosie is dead as of right now. As you know from my earlier video, we needed a new frame. I was telling you that it was rusted out in areas, so we needed to get a new frame. So, we also needed a new engine. So what did we do? We went and got both. So at the same time as the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion, we drove down to Tennessee, checked out the Invasion for a day, and then we headed to Georgia, where we got a brand new frame. Well, new to me, was used, completely rust-free, no signs of soft spots or anything. We do have to do just a slight modification to it to get it to fit, but hey, I'm ready for this experience. So, we put the frame in the bed of the truck and we drove it all the way back home. That next day, that next weekend, one of the two, within a week, I went to Davies Junkyard in Salem, Ohio, and I got a new engine for Rosie. So, things are in the works here. So, let's show you what Rosie looks like right now. So, here she is! As you can see, we got the old frame off. We dropped the body. We got the axles taken out underneath of her, obviously. The engine is out. We actually have her old frame cut up in threes because we do need to use the engine mount off of the old frame and put it on our new frame, which, check it out. So this is a new frame. It's off of a 2000 TJ. So the difference between this frame and our old frame is this frame is actually for a 4-cylinder. As I said before, Rosie was a 4-liter, a straight 6. So the difference is where these engine mounts are located. So what we need to do is we need to cut off these engine mounts, and we need to cut the engine mounts off of Rosie's old frame. So this is the front quarter. You can see how rusted it was. Lovely Ohio weather. So we gotta cut these off, clean them up, and attach them to the new frame in the right locations. So that's gonna be the next thing that we're gonna be working on. Our frame just got a fresh coat of paint today just to brush it up a little bit. But hopefully that is our weekend project, is to get the engine mounts off the old frame onto this frame and get Rosie's body back on the frame. Now let's talk about the engine. So we have her original engine right here. When I blew it up, I blew a rod over the side over here and left a hole probably about this big in the side of her. So this hole is not supposed to be there. So what we found was I had oil all throughout pretty much the entire engine. Antifreeze was everywhere because I clearly made the biggest boo-boo ever in the block of an engine. Here is Rosie's replacement engine. It is from a 1998 TJ. It's a 4.0 liter. It has 77,000 miles on it. We got it for a pretty good price. It's very clean, minus the surface rust and everything like that. But the oil paint and everything is clean, it's spotless inside. So once we get to it, we'll be transferring the components off of her old engine onto this engine and pray that she comes back to life. The next thing that we will be doing for Rosie is cutting off those engine mounts and swapping them out. So stay tuned for that footage. Okay, so here we are. Josh is using the plasma cutter behind us to cut off the engine mounts to put the engine mounts from the old frame onto the new frame. As you can see, Rosie looks different than where we left off. We got the body sitting just on top of the frame to give us a little bit more room in the garage. As you can see, we needed it. So we're working on getting those engine mounts moved, get them in the right place. That way we can hopefully get the engine installed and clean up this mess a little bit. There we have it. First bracket is off. We'll just have to grind that down, get in there with a cutoff wheel and make it look pretty. Now, we got this one.
Alright, so what we're doing right now is we got this rust-free frame down from Georgia, brought it up. But the problem with it is it's for a 4-cylinder. And we're running straight 6s. We had the option to put a V8 in it, but Ashley said no. So complain to her in the comments.
Listen, V8s are big money.
Yeah.
That only cost me $500.
Yeah, so that's why we're just putting a stock straight 6 back into it. So what I have to do is, because these engine mounts, they sit further back because it's a 4-cylinder. So we're cutting off the old engine mounts. You see I already got the one cut off on the passenger side. And we just got to clean it up. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the driver's side. So we got to cut those off. And we also have to cut off, I don't know what they call it, but it's for the steering wheel bearings or something. So we also got to cut that off and reuse. From there, we're just going to go on the old frame. I'll show you guys that. Now, reference how far back from the shock tower to the engine mount is. It's probably, I don't know, 4 inches or 5 inches from the very beginning. So let's go look at the old frame, which is for a straight 6.
Ooh, rusty.
Yeah, so yes, it's an absolute mess. You look right here, complete rust. It's all falling apart. But we gotta take these engine mounts. I'm sure I can go ahead and buy some new ones, but just to save us a couple bucks, I might come in with a cutoff wheel and just take that right off so it looks nice and neat. We're gonna take these and put them on the new frame. And remember when I was saying how close or how far away the engine mount is to the coiler tower? We got 2 inches from the coiler tower. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure from here to there, and then do it from the same side on the new frame. And then we should have everything set up and everything ready to go.
And the steering part needs to be moved as well because of where it's located on the other one compared to where it's located on here. Don't mind the mess that is Rosie right now. She's kind of become the spare part holder and spare insulation holder as we've been insulating our garage. As you can see, we got the roof done. We're getting the walls done. Slow process, but hopefully here soon we'll have a nice bright looking garage with finished walls and everything like that, and an insulated door. That way we can get Rosie done this lovely Ohio winter. Steering mount off. So now we have plenty of room to get the rest of that engine bracket off.
And here's the other side. So those are off. What we just need to do is just clean it all up.
Right. Now we're cutting the old ones off. So Josh, how are you cutting these?
So right now, just to make everything a little bit easier, I'm just taking the plasma cutter and notching out that part of the frame, and then we can definitely take it over there and kind of sit it on there and kind of see if everything looks okay, and then I can notch it the rest of it out and make it a nice flush fit finish with the new frame. So right now all we got to do is clean the rest of the old welds up. So I just got to grind those down. What I ended up doing, it's a lot easier if you guys do it this way. You get an ear hammer and you just make relief cuts all the way through it, and then just take that ear hammer and just pop everything off. It's a lot easier and it looks a lot better, and then you got a lot less cleanup to worry about. So now I just got to grind away.
We got the brackets all cleaned up, the engine mount. So got the measurement placed. We know where we're going to put them. So now Josh will be welding on the passenger. Then we'll do the same on the driver. Alright guys, the engine installed. All that we have left to do is the clutch, the transmission, the new wiring harness, and replacing some parts that have either broke or new temperature gauge to make sure that she's running nice and good.
All right, so we got some big news. We finally reached 1,000 subscribers. We might have said this in the last video. I don't remember. It's probably been a month. So because of that, Ashley here, she is a little Miss Cricket, and so she does a lot of the Cricket stuff and what else do you call it?
They're vinyl decals. I can do t-shirts, koozies, tumblers, anything that I could stick vinyl on, I could do.
So because of our 1,000 subscribers milestone, what we're gonna do is give away some
2 Ohio Off-Road swag packages. It's going to include the Ohio Off-Road t-shirt with the Never Stop Exploring decal on the back. It's going to come with 2 Ohio Off-Road koozies and 2 Ohio Off-Road decals, 1 in each color.
All right, so to get entered into the giveaway, just you guys have to like this video and leave a comment. It could be like, hey, hi, that's all. That could be all your comment, that's all.
Or pick me!
Or pick me. Something like that. All right, guys, but for real, thank you for all your guys' support and helping our channel grow. Hopefully we get some more videos up. I just got back from Moab, I don't know, a week ago, so we're going to have a ton of videos on Moab coming up and just a bunch of other things in the way.
As always, we thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Especially for the giveaway. Thanks, guys.